Good morning. I am so excited to be here this morning at the beautiful Rosen Shingle Creek. And as you all know, this is our first segment leading up to the Food and Wine Conference. And we are beyond excited to be here this morning with Mr. Rosen, Mr. Harris Rosen.
Yes, I would be excited also.
He has been such an inspiration to me and to our attendees last year. He was our opening speaker. Just a tremendous story and inspiration to anyone that's looking to grow their business. And that's why we thought he would be the perfect person to start off our interview series with. He is a true entrepreneur at heart. And this year is his 40th anniversary, so
and
40 years.
Let me say something about that, because I can see people sort of doing the arithmetic, right? He's been in business for 40 years. Did he start right after college?
Absolutely.
Was he in the Army? I mean, let's add that to that. So I'll make it simple. I bought my first hotel when I was 8 years old. Now, why is that?
A true entrepreneur.
Why is that funny? That's right. So I had it in my genes. So you add the 8 and the 40, and everybody knows how old I am now. So we'll take care of that.
That's amazing. Well, we would love to hear a little bit about your journey the last 40 years. And could you ever have imagined 40 years ago that we would be sitting here today at the spectacular Rosen Shingle Creek? It just, every time I come here, I'm blown away by the details and your employees. How did this vision start? Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, the truth is, did I ever believe that we would be here? And of course the answer is no, not a chance. I mean, playing stickball in the streets of New York City and Ringley View and Johnny on the Pony. Never did I imagine. So I do wake up on occasion, I must confess, and wonder if this is all a dream. Because it is so unlikely that something like this could have happened. I guess what I wanted to do more than anything was to one day be able to move into another neighborhood. And my mom said to my brother and myself, if you ever want to do that, education is the key. And so my brother and I really worked very hard in school. And I went to Music and Art High School. He went to Stuyvesant High School. And he went to the University of Miami and became a doctor.
Wow. Which
was every Jewish mother's dream.
Absolutely. I think it's every mother's dream.
And I went to music and art. My dad has some artistic talent. But I decided to go into the hotel business and then apply to Cornell and was accepted. So education was the first step. And then into the Army and then out and working for large corporations. And as I spent more time working, it occurred to me that I could dream about doing some exciting things. And what I had hoped to do one day was to manage a beautiful resort. And I thought that would be the perfect life.
Just one resort?
So, well, yeah, that's right, just one. And so here we are. So it's not me alone. There is a God. There's no doubt that I've received direction, guidance, but it's hard work.
It sure
you know
is.
That. A lot
it
of
sure
hard work.
Is.
And it's not easy.
Absolutely. And what's amazing about you is not only are you living your dream, but you empower and inspire others to live their dreams. And, I know I've been inspired by you. And last year, the Food and Wine Conference, putting that together, that was one of the scariest things I've ever done. It really was.
It's easy.
No, it's not. And even though I planned the conference, when we got here Friday night, the way that it was executed, even from a planning perspective, it blew me away. And it had everyone talking about it. So have become such a big part of my dream by, allowing me to be here with you. It's such an honor, and to have our second conference also here. And one of the things that everyone talked about last year was the food. The food. Oh my gosh, the food. You have to go to the conference, the food.
Well, we are blessed in this property, probably having the finest chef anywhere. And you'll have a chance to chat with him a little bit later.
Absolutely.
And he's just incredible.
Fantastic.
But we also provided him with a kitchen that is pretty decent also. And in fact, I remember when we were planning the kitchen, and he was suggesting what he needed. I'm saying, well, that's 3-4 times the size that we were planning, chef. But we did something that people don't do very often. You hear the expression, build something for Easter Sunday, and say, why would you build something just for Easter Sunday? Well, I think our kitchen, and he'll share this with you hopefully, it was really designed and constructed for Easter Sunday. What's the maximum that we could ever do? And we want to be able to do that. So we provided him with a great facility. And he's provided us
for sure.
with unbelievable skill and management expertise and talent. And so it's a great combination.
Absolutely. And not only was the food taste-wise, it was spectacular, but it was a true work of art. I mean, it just, the way everything was presented, it was beautiful. You were almost like in awe of the artwork that was in front of you. So.
That's all my training.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm good at eating it.
Absolutely. So I love hearing a little bit about this project that you're working on. You've been working on it for quite a while, and talk about changing lives of others. Would you tell us a little bit?
Oh, really? About Tangelo Park,
yes,
perhaps?
please.
Yeah.
Please, I would love to hear a little bit more about it.
That's a bit of a diversion from the chef and food. But
absolutely.
Going back to the neighborhood and finally being able to leave the neighborhood, and Mom talking about education, and I guess that was a seed that was planted, because when I achieved some success, I did have an epiphany, and I did hear a voice saying that it's time to give back. And education was the key, right? It changed my brother's life and my life.
Absolutely.
What about creating an educational initiative in a underserved neighborhood? And so I called some people together, and within a very short period of time, we adopted a neighborhood right here in Central Florida, put together a very simple plan. Every 2-, 3-, and 4-year-old in the neighborhood could go to preschool for free. And we actually created 10 little preschools in the neighborhood. Yeah.
Amazing.
And it's free. And then we mentor these youngsters and work with their parents and make sure that their parents are providing them with the best assistance they possibly can, making sure that the kids are motivated. And part of that motivation is that if they graduate from high school and are accepted to public college here in Florida, everything is paid for.
Amazing.
Room, board, tuition, books, travel. So listen to this. And we've been doing it for 20 years. In the last 8 years, 100% of our kids graduate from high school.
100%.
This number is going to be staggering. 77% of the 100% go on and graduate from college.
77%.
Yeah, of the 100%, which doesn't even happen in most affluent neighborhoods. So that's our little program, and we're hoping and praying that the program will be replicated throughout the United States, not by the government, but by individuals like myself or companies who will adopt a neighborhood, maybe near their headquarters or their business, and do what we're doing. It's so simple, and the results are so wonderful. The United Negro College Fund has a saying, and that's, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. We as a nation are wasting too many minds, and we have to stop that. But not government, poor government, deficits, having difficulties spending money for all of the necessities. The private sector needs to step forward and say, we'll do it, Mr. President. Give us a chance.
Excellent.
So that's our Tangelo
Excellent. I can't wait to follow up with you and just see what's ahead.
And the kids are amazing. If you visit the children in these little preschool programs, 2, 3, and 4. They are incredible.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet.
so we love to do that. But I appreciate your
Excellent.
asking about
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm so glad. It just, when I read about it and heard about it, I just wanted to hear more. So thank you for sharing that with us.
Absolutely. Happy to do it.
So this year's conference is about getting bloggers to go from blog to business, and how do we inspire them and get them to that next level. So if you had to give them one word of advice or one thing that...
Yeah, one word is tough. But look,
a couple of words.
The key, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
the key is to dream, right?
Absolutely.
Without a dream, where are you, right? You have to have something to shoot for. So you have to dream. So you dream. And so let's say my dream is to one day own a hotel, right? So that's my dream. So then I have to sort of create a path, and I have to work hard, harder than anybody else, right? I have to always respect other people. I mean, that's really critical, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
And if you work hard and you respect other people and you dream, it seems to me that you're on the right path. Now, you also have to be doing something that you really enjoy doing. If it's a struggle to go to work every day,
right,
it's going to be very difficult. But if you enjoy what you're doing, then you put all of those little ingredients together and you come up with a nice little cake. Yes.
Absolutely, and it's obvious that you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah,
I think I would enjoy it too.
99% of the time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There are bumps on the road.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Rosen. We really are so honored to host the Food and Wine Conference here again this year. Thank you for the inspiration, and thank you for your support and helping my dream and encouraging me to continue to dream like you. Thank you
so much. Thank you.